Hey everybody, welcome to the Every Other Day vlog with Andy, with Be Libre. So, the correction finally came. Bitcoin's at around 9,000, between 9,000 and 10,000. It's at the upper 9,000s. Yeah, we've only been over $1,000 for the past, what was it, 200 days? Or not even more than 100 days. I think that's the right number. I'll have to go double check. What I'm trying to say is that we've only recently cleared the $9,000 mark. This correction is obviously normal. It was inevitable. And if you look at the log scales, if you look at the past charts, you'll see that this is par for the course. Every beginning of the year, this is normal, guys. I'm not worried. If you are extremely worried, that means you have over leveraged yourself. This means you've put way too much money into this space. Once the Bitcoin price does correct, I would suggest certainly divesting a good portion of it if it means you get to rest easy and sleep easy. Remember, this is still an experiment, and you don't want to put in more than you can afford to lose. But by all means, accumulate as much information as you can. Accumulate as much knowledge as opposed to Bitcoin before you buy Bitcoin. That would be my best advice to you. The fundamentals are still there. Bitcoin is still extremely valuable for what it can do and for what it has accomplished so far. It's fantastic. So I bring all of this up. It's timely because I was going to talk about the Kodak ICO in this vlog. I think it's hilarious that this dying photo company decided to pivot into cryptocurrencies. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, as much as I would like to know what it even is they're doing. If it's just a mining cartel that they're trying to start, that might be good. That might be interesting. But yeah, we'll continue this later. Hey guys, quick wardrobe change, and we're back on track. Back on track to talk about Kodak and their pivot into blockchain technology. I find it very interesting. I was saying that we're not sure where they're going to go with it. We're not sure if it's going to be a mining cartel that they're going to try to start. And if so, I'm just very curious to know who they've taken on, who they've hired or brought on to try to, I guess, go the mining route. And if they are going to mine, are they going to mine Bitcoin? Are they going to mine Ethereum or any of these other alt currencies? This could be a pump for some other alts. For whatever reason, Kodak would try saying, oh, well, we're going to try mining this coin over that coin. Or maybe they're just going to try mining whatever's most profitable. Yeah, and that's something that I have been thinking about lately, is what cryptos are benefiting from just being easier to mine, and does that inevitably lead to a centralization, or does that improve decentralization? Yeah, that's what started this whole Bitcoin thing, is we wanted to decentralize money. We have to be careful with the cryptos that are promising a lot of return at the cost of decentralization. And I'm pretty sure for the most part, most cryptocurrencies aren't doing that. I don't think they're putting us into the trap of centralization. The exception would be Bitcoin Cash, I think. That cryptocurrency, if you've been following that, there was this hack, or not a hack, as much as a what was it called? It was called ASIC Boost, and that's pretty much where the Antminers, the creators of the Antminers, which was Bitmain, they created a miner with the ability to essentially beat out any other miner in the mining space by messing with we won't call it a loophole. We'll call it a coding loophole. So there was an exploit in the Bitcoin software that allowed for this. It's not called spoofing, but it just allowed these Antminers to mine faster than everybody else was. And this was an exploit. This wasn't intended. The system wasn't intended to allow this to happen. So the app miners were basically beating out any other miner in the space through this exploit. And it was fixed. It was fixed with SegWit, and this was part of the reason why Bitcoin Cash came to be. If you've been following the Bitcoin Cash fork for a while, you might know this already. Many people probably won't even. I don't know. I hope this issue does remain, or rather, I hope many people don't forget this. That Bitcoin Cash came about because Antminers had found an exploit. They were exploiting it, making a lot of money, and when it was time to fix that exploit, they didn't want to. They wanted to keep this. They wanted to keep this. Not to mention this exploit. They patented it. They patented the exploit in order to rent seek, in order to continue to beat out any other company and disallow any other miners to utilize this exploit in the form of code in which they patented. So it's a bit devious. I don't know that it's necessarily a trade secret when you're exploiting a problem in code. That just doesn't ring right for many reasons in my head. And I apologize for this tangent into Bitcoin Cash and their mining. Let's just say their not immorality. It's not immoral to mess with an exploit, but I think it is disingenuous to say that you're trying to serve the betterment of the community by patenting an exploit. But yeah, Kodak. Let's just hope they don't do an ICO. That would be pretty hilarious. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see. So Kodak, I'm waiting to see what other companies try to bring blockchain into the fold, and what I guess mainstream investors consider a play into cryptocurrency by investing in these companies that are supposedly jumping onto blockchain technology. It is getting .com-ish. Companies that say they have .com in their name were being invested in when they had nothing to do with internet presence, or maybe they just had a simple website. But it's very basic, and unfortunately many people lost a lot of money investing in .com companies just because they had .com in their name and there wasn't much besides a website. So yeah, let's see what happens. Until next time.